Summer Olympics wrap up this weekend. This is also the first Summer Olympics that Ohioans were able to legally bet on. So what if that has you noticing some differences in yourself or maybe your friends or family? Megan Poliquin is here with us from the Zepf Center. Thanks for coming in. Betting on the Olympics is something I never would have thought of. I mean, NFL, college sports, things like that, but the Olympics?
Oh yeah, I mean, there's hundreds of events, lots of sports. For Ohioans, this is the first year we're getting to sports bet, and so there's this novelty to it of doing something new and exciting for the first time that we've been able to.
Yeah, it was like, but they have such odd sports, like breakdancing was, I guess, debuting today. Like, huh? I mean, yeah, you wouldn't be betting on stuff like that. If you bet on the NFL, you can take an educated guess on something, a hunch, or maybe research you do, maybe lean a little bit on a point spread. But to randomly go to some Olympic event is just so odd. I didn't realize it was something.
Yeah, well, if you're developing a problem with sports betting, one of the warning signs is that you will start betting on anything and everything,
well,
including breakdancing.
Breakdancing, yeah, that would be something else. Where are we in betting in Ohio since it was legal first of the year? You know, we're getting along. It's been this year, right? Is it 2 years ago?
It was legalized in 2023.
Okay, so we're a year and a half in.
Yep.
What have you seen? What changes have you seen? Has it spiked now that it's out in the open more?
Yeah, it definitely has. We know that calls to the Ohio Problem Gambling Helpline have significantly increased since sports betting was legalized. And I don't think anyone in my field is surprised about that, because we know that anytime you increase availability to gamble, more people will try gambling. And the more the people try gambling, you're increasing the risk for people to develop a problem. So we've definitely seen an increase. And just in calls we're getting to the Zepf Center, I'd say 8 times out of 10, they're about sports betting problems now.
And it's so out in the open. I mean, you can't go anywhere and not be offered a chance to bet on something, almost anything. ESPN now has shows about it. It's a mind-boggling how commonplace and accepted that is. If someone's watching this and they see signs in themselves or maybe in a friend or family member, what should they do for help?
So there's a lot you can do. You can absolutely call the Ohio Problem Gambling Helpline, and they'll get you connected with any resources that are available to you locally. You can call the Zepf Center if you're in the Lucas County or Wood County surrounding areas, and we can get you connected with resources. And then Ohio's really fortunate to have a website called pausebeforeyouplay.org. And that website houses all of the resources available to you if you feel like you're struggling or if you're a loved one concerned about somebody else.
And of course, down the road, the effects are not just maybe you lose a lot of money in it, but I mean, there's risks of depression, anxiety, heavy alcohol or drug abuse.
Yeah, it's really important to know that the longer a gambling problem goes on, the more severe it gets, and that will impact your mental health, and it can impact your drinking or your drug use. And so it's important to spot those signs in yourself or in a loved one before it escalates and gets more severe.
Megan, I'm curious, what methods, how do you treat someone that comes to you for that? What are some avenues of treatment to make them understand how to beat this?
So we offer individual and group counseling options, and we offer them in person or online. So we're trying to really just meet the person where they're at in terms of what they're comfortable doing. And we're not anti-gambling. We are pro-responsible gambling. And so that's up for each individual to decide for themselves. If you're ready to quit gambling, then we're going to try and help you stop gambling. But if you are not ready and you want to reduce the harm, we'll also help you with that too. And so a lot of what we do is just talking to the individual, supporting them, and helping them to feel less alone in what's going on so that they can feel more supported in making better choices for themselves.
Megan, I've heard it said that if you can't afford to lose a bet, you can't afford to bet.
Yeah, absolutely. You should not gamble outside of your means. Gambling is supposed to be a form of entertainment. You should keep it fun, and if it's not fun anymore, it's probably becoming a problem for you.
What's the most common means of gambling? Is it sports gambling?
Oh, I think it really depends on the person, but most recently I think sports betting for a lot of people, just because again, it's new, it's novel, people are curious about it. But it really depends on the person. Somebody might not be interested in betting at all and is more interested in going to the casino or playing the lottery or doing scratch-offs. It really differs person to person.
Megan, thank you for coming in today and talking about this. This is a case that just really needs to get some attention because, again, there is a number to call at the Zepf Center. So if you have a gambling problem, there's a number, 1-800-589-9966. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you.